Hey everyone, I wanted to do a video on battery safety regarding these LiPo batteries. There are some things that you need to know, and it all boils down to the fact that the chemistry of these batteries is not that stable compared to other kinds of batteries out there. So things to note, you don't want to leave these batteries sitting around fully charged. You also don't want to discharge these batteries too much. A good rule of thumb is around 80% of their capacity. You don't want to go below that. When you get done flying and the battery's nice and warm, you want to be sure to let it cool off before you try and charge it. This battery is a 3-cell, 11.1 volts, 2200 milliamp hours. It has this balance lead connector right here, and what that's for is when you hook it up to the smart charger, it tries to charge every cell as close as it can to the same voltage. So if you have one of those connectors, you definitely want to use it. I'm not going to get into every single menu on this charger just because it would be a waste of time. There's so many chargers out there, so you just need to read the manual for whichever one you get. I will go over some general rules of thumb though when charging these batteries. So for the 2200 milliamp hour battery, you'd want to set your charge rate at 2.2 amps. So say for instance, if you had a 3000 milliamp battery, you'd want to do 3.0 amps. If you had a 3300, you would do 3.3 amps charge rate. Also, you would want to select the number of cells, 3-cell, to match in the charger. This battery came with the Phantom 3, and it has the smart charging circuitry built into it. So you can see on the charger, it doesn't have any buttons, there's no settings or anything. So you just hook it up and the battery will manage itself. Another situation you may run into, especially on the cheaper quadcopters, is they may come with a dumb quote-unquote battery and a dumb quote-unquote charger. So that's pretty much the worst case scenario, and it's pretty much just a fire waiting to happen, especially for people that don't read the manual. What you'll typically have is a charger that just charges for a set rate of time, like say for instance an hour. So what may happen is you have a battery that you forget how charged it is. Say it's at 50% charge and you go to put it on this charger, most likely it'll overcharge the battery and you'll see it start to puff up, and then it may start smoking, and then God forbid it may start a fire. So I wouldn't even recommend using those kind of chargers. It's not good. So I'd get a smart charger for those for sure. I went ahead and got these LiPo battery bags here just as an extra safety precaution. Got a couple different sizes here for the different batteries. I go ahead and put the battery in there when it's charging or being stored, or etc. So just a quick recap. Don't let your batteries sit around fully charged. Don't discharge them too much. Try not to go beyond 80% of their capacity. So when you get that first little battery warning indicator when you're flying, you should definitely go ahead and land shortly after that. And don't let the batteries charge when they're warm. You need to let them cool down first. And if you have a cheap quadcopter that came with a dumb battery and a dumb charger, I wouldn't even use that charger. Go ahead and get a smart charger for it. So that about wraps it up, and thanks for watching.